Welcome to my hall, the place where I live. I am the Saxon Yodelburt, chieftain of this territory, and this is my home. Winchester, we call it, and the year is around 790 AD. Many years ago in the past, a group called the Romans lived here. They lived in a town called Verulamium, I believe, but that is now crumbled and fallen apart. And I believe in the future, people will live here and call this place St. Albans. Very strange name if you ask me. But today, this is my place, and I am very much in charge, although I am not king. That's very important to say. For I live in the kingdom of Mercia, and King Offa, the wonderful King Offa, is my king. However, he has appointed me chieftain here to make sure that this land is peaceful from the Viking raiders, is peaceful from other Saxons, and that the peasants who live here follow the law and basically do as they are told. Well, how do I spend my time? I am elderly and I am tired. That's why I'm warming myself by the fire, hoping to have some gruel for my dinner a little later. Because today I have been travelling around the territory, collecting tax and money from those who owe it to me and King Offa, and also dispensing justice where it's needed, which basically means if there are arguments between people, I am the person who decides if they are innocent or guilty. And trust me, if you are guilty, some of the punishments are very, very severe. We don't lock people away in prison. We might, for example, cut off the hand of a thief, or we might banish and send away someone who has stolen sheep from someone out in the fields. But enough of that, enough of that. I have to share with you today a wonderful, wonderful mystery object. Here, let me bring it a little closer. We can see that there are 3 pieces of bronze and a leather strap holding them together. But what do I and some of my fellow Saxons actually use these items for? I will give you 3 guesses and then you'll have a short while to think what they could be. So, guess number 1. Are these keys? Not necessarily to the doors of our homes. Many Saxons don't have locks on their doors. But are they keys to things like my treasure chest, where I hide all my gold and my silver and my money? Or secondly, do I use these things to keep myself clean? Yes, you might think we're a little bit smelly back in Saxon times, and to be honest, we probably are. But do I use these items to try to make myself look as good as possible? I am a chieftain after all. Or thirdly, I get my wonderful sword. Are these items used by blacksmiths to carve the beautiful patterns on the blade and the hilt of my sword, the intricate work that's needed to make me look special, make my sword look proud to be in the hand of a warrior? Now children, I'm going to give you a moment to think about which of these 3 options they are. Are they the blacksmith's tools? Are they tools that I use to make myself clean and tidy? Or are they the locks to my treasure chest? I suggest you pause the video, have a chat to your friends, your family, your teacher, and when you've come up with your choice, start it once again. Well, children, welcome back. I hope you had a good think, a good thought about what these items may be used for. Let me tell you, if you thought these items were used by the blacksmith when he was carving and making the intricate patterns on my sword, that was a very good guess, but it was incorrect. If you thought these were the keys to my treasure chest, now I do have a set of keys, children. They are much bigger than this, and trust me, I show them to nobody, because I don't want them to steal them and then steal my gold and silver. So if you said keys, that's another good guess, but these are not the keys to my treasure chest. However, if you think that these were items to keep yourselves clean and tidy, then you are spot on. You are obviously of great culture and intelligence. Let me show you, children. This little item here, we believe this could have been used to dig out the dirt from under your fingernails, or it could have been used by ladies to mix up their makeup. Yes, they might get makeup from the market, but they would make a lot of it themselves. They would get things like herbs and also dead insects, like red ants, for example, and they would grind them up, mix them up, and then put them over their faces to look beautiful. Yeah, sounds interesting. Maybe you could give it a go. Or they would also use these tweezers. Now these tweezers could be used for getting splinters out of your fingers. Let's face it, many of our homes are made out of wood, and splinters were a common problem. But also people use these to pluck the hair from their eyebrows. Now let me tell you this, children, you'll never catch me plucking the hairs from my eyebrows, but many people do, and in fact, you might even know people today who still pluck the hair from their eyebrows. So they are doing exactly what the Saxons did thousands of years ago. And finally, this lovely little item, this was used for digging the wax out of your ears. Fantastic. I tell you, children, I've never tasted the end of that. That's gross. I'm sure some of you have probably tasted your earwax, so goodness knows why you would want to. But just imagine, I might use this to clean my ears, and then my wife might use it, and then my son might use it, and then my daughter might use it. And it's so good for the environment. We're not wasting what you might call cotton buds every single day. We've got one item that serves the whole family, and they can just use it again and again and again. I think, children, if you've learned anything today, that having a communal earwax digger-outer that your whole family can use is surely the way forward. Well, I, children, am old and tired. I've had a busy day. All I want now is some food from my cooking pot before I settle down for a quiet evening by the fire. Until we meet again, children, goodbye.